All right, here we are, here we are, here we are. So a little afternoon baseball action. MV the other day, or the other night, whatever it was, wanted to pick two of his favorite teams from baseball history. So it's the 1984 Tigers and the 1986 New York Mets. The Tigers won the first game. It was a great game, 3-2. So today we will see Milt Wilcox take the hill for the Detroit Tigers and Sid Fernandez for the New York Mets. So let's do it. And even if MV doesn't make it on, there's Robert Wartburg. At least he'll know that the game is up there for his perusal. So out of the park baseball, 23 down to. We're still going to be playing this until the stadium mod is out for out of the park 24, but we're just 10 days away from out of the park 24. So, first game was good. Hopefully, the second game will be awesome. MV did want DH turned on for both teams. So, we're committing a bit of a sacrilege here, but we will do it. All right. The lineup for the visiting 1984 Detroit Tigers. Leading off at shortstop, Alan Trammell batting second in right field. Kirk Gibson batting third. Center fielder Chet Lemon batting cleanup, catching. Lance Parrish batting fifth at second base. Lou Whitaker batting sixth in left field. Larry Herndon batting seventh. First baseman Darrell Evans batting eighth, and designated hitter Johnny Grubb, and batting ninth at third base Tom Brookins. Milt Wilcox will take the hill in 1984 for the Tigers. He went 17 and 8 with an earned run average of 4.00, a whip of 1.29. He struck out 5.5 batters per 9 innings and walked 3.1. For the hometown New York Mets, center fielder Lenny Dykstra leads it off. Second baseman Wally Backman in the number 2 slot. Third baseman Kevin Mitchell will bat third. It's cleanup. It'd be right field Darryl Strawberry. Left fielder Mookie Wilson bats fifth in the number 6 slot. Keith Hernandez at first base. DH and batting in the 7th slot, Tim Tuffle batting 8th and catching. Gary Carter batting ninth at short, Rafael Santana, and taking the mound, Sid Fernandez. Fernandez in 1986 for the Mets went 16 and 6 with a 3.52 earned run average, a 1.23 whip, and 8.8 strikeouts per 9 innings and 4 walks per 9. So let's get to Shea Stadium. And here we are, another night game in the Big Apple in Queens. Alan Trammell will lead it off. He's 2 for 5 in this best of 7 series. Fernandez finishing his warm-up pitches, a southpaw ready to rock. At game time, the temperature is 56 degrees and the wind is coming in from right at 7 miles per hour. So a rather crisp evening for baseball. Fernandez is now ready to go. So this is game 2. Detroit won the first one, 3-2. Excellent game it was. Fernandez ready to deal, and he delivers to Trammell, who takes outside on the 3-2 pitch. Ball 4, and Alan Trammell is aboard. And we're underway. So Trammell, pretty good speed at first for Kirk Gibson. Gibson, nothing for 4. Pretty good contact, excellent power. Trammell leads off at first. Fernandez brings it home. Gibson swings, grounded to second, and there will be no double play in this ball. Trammell breaks it up with a hard slide. So Kirk Gibson aboard at first in the fielder's choice, and that brings up Chet Lemon. One away here, just getting underway in Shea Stadium. We do hope our friend MV will make it in. Chet Lemon, 1 for 5 in this series. Gibson, really good speed at first. Fernandez checks the runner, the 3-0 to Lemon. Lemon swings, hard grounder to short, and this is going to be a 6-4-3 double play. Santana to Backman to Hernandez to retire the side. Bottom of the first, and we are scoreless. Leading it off here, center fielder Lenny Dykstra. Dykstra nothing for 3 in the series. Wilcox peers in, has the sign from catcher Lance Parrish. The 2-2 delivery to Dykstra. Dykstra cuts on this one, grounded to third. Should be no problem there for Tom Brookins, and he has it, fires it across the diamond to Darrell Evans, a 5-3 putout. 1 away here in the bottom of the first. Wally Backman. Backman 1 for 5 overall. Wilcox with the 1-1 delivery to Backman. Backman swings, and this laced into right, but right into the glove of Kirk Gibson. So Gibson doing a good job retrieving that bullet. 2 away here, bottom of the first for Kevin Mitchell. The third baseman is 1 for 5. Wilcox deals the 1-0 delivery to Mitchell. Mitchell swings, high fly ball to center field, but coming in on it and making the nice easy play is Chet Lemon. So the side retired as New York goes in order. We go to the top of the second. We are scoreless at Shea Stadium. Lance Parrish will lead it off here. Number 4, 5, 6 hitters for the Detroit Tigers, followed by Sweet Lou Whitaker and Larry Herndon. Parrish nothing for 4. Sid Fernandez rocks and fires the 1-2 to Parrish. Parrish cuts and misses. So a little change up there by Fernandez, and that is his first strikeout to accompany the free pass he issued. 1 away for Lou Whitaker. Lou Whitaker 3 for 5. He has a home run. So it's a 2-run shot for Whitaker back in game 1. Fernandez rocks and fires now. Whitaker cuts on this, fly ball to left, and coming in on it and making the catch is Mookie Wilson, who will call off Lenny Dykstra. Sorry, just get off work, so a little bit of tiredness here. 2 viewers in here, very nice. Larry Herndon, 1 for 4. Fernandez with a 3-0 to Herndon. Herndon lays off, takes this one inside. So Sid Fernandez has issued 2 free passes. And a runner aboard for Darrell Evans. And Robbie Wartburg forgetting to leave a like, my moderator here. Well, I guess we have to do this just for a little bit. Got to teach Robbie a little lesson there. Okay. Anyhow. All right. So anyhow, Darrell Evans in there now. He is a 1 for 3. Fernandez rocks and fires. 2-2. Big swing and a miss, strike 3. Sid Fernandez picks up his second strikeout. Side retired. The Tigers manage a walk, but that is it. We go to the bottom of the second, and we are scoreless. Due up, Gerald Strawberry, Mookie Wilson, and Keith Hernandez. Strawberry nothing for 4. Wilcox rubbing up the ball. Has the sign from Lance Parrish. Here is the 1-2 to Strawberry. 27 home runs in the regular season. High fly ball to right. This one has distance, and this one has the stewardess on board. Darryl Strawberry knocks it out of here, 424 feet, and the Mets jump out to an early lead in the bottom of the second. It is 1-1. Strawberry got all of that fastball from Wilcox. It is gone, gone, gone. Mookie Wilson 3 for 4. So having a great series thus far. Wilcox delivers the 0-1 delivery. And Wilson laces this into left for extra bases into left field corner. Wilson digging for 2. And Wilson will have a stand-up double. All right, see, Robbie now Robbie gets back his badge. Doing well there, Robbie. All right. So Wilson in scoring position, 1 in for the Mets here in the bottom of the second. And Wilson with superb speed at second. And here is Keith Hernandez. Hernandez 2 for 4. 2 RBI, including a home run. And I am well, thank you, Robbie. Hernandez, excellent contact hitter. Wilcox checks the runner. Wilson at second, peers in, has a sign for Parrish. Sets and fires. Full count to Keith Hernandez. And Hernandez takes outside. Ball 4. So 2-1 for the Mets. Nobody out for DH Tim Teufel. In the series, he is 1 for 4. Wilson at second, Hernandez at first, and there is Mr. Utah Mike, Sports Time Machine. Great. Does all kinds of sports, but especially loves baseball, does a lot of Stratomatic PC. Subscribe to that channel. If you haven't, you should. Wilson, the speedster at second. Hernandez, a little bit slower than slow at first. And here's the 1-2 to Teufel. Teufel, little chopper out in front of the plate, and Parrish has it, and he'll go to Lou Whitaker. They'll get 1, but that's it. No chance for the double play. Teufel aboard with a fielder's choice. Runners at the corners, 1 away for Gary Carter. May his memory be eternal. Gary Carter, nothing for 4. Wilcox pitching from the stretch, 1 down, runners at the corners. And there goes the runner, and not sure what Teufel was thinking, but he is out by miles. So 2 away, Mookie Wilson remaining at third. 1 in for the New York Mets. Wilcox from the stretch to Carter. Carter swings, little dribbler to third, and up with it with no trouble is Tom Brookins, and that retires the side. But the Mets get 1 run on 2 hits. Darryl Strawberry home run. They strand 1. The Mets lead at 1-0 as we go to the top of the third. And there's midlife crisis. Okay, why wouldn't Beatles be okay? What have I missed? Who knows? Midlife crisis. You might have to look way back, but if you want, I can post your rosters into the Discord, so that way you can look over, make any changes that you want. Let me know in the Discord. I hope to start game 1 of the Ned McGreevy World Series, hopefully tomorrow evening. So you'll have some time with that. Good to see Cousin Ken in here, and everybody saying hi to everybody else. All right, Johnny Grubb pulling DH duties here for the Tigers here in the top of the third. Nothing for 3 for Johnny Grubb. Sid Fernandez has fanned 2 and walked 2. A 2-1 delivery to Grubb. Grubb swings, fly ball to left field. This one twisting toward the foul line, and making the catch is Mookie Wilson, covering a lot of ground there. So 1 away here in the top of the third. 1-0 Mets lead. The Detroit Tigers lead this series 1-0. As third baseman batting 9th, Tom Brookins. He's 1 for 4 with a run batted in, and per MV's request, the DH turned on for both teams. Fernandez deals with the bases empty and 1 down. The count even on Brookins. Brookins sends this to right field. Is it going to carry back toward the Geico sign and the wall, and Darryl Strawberry will take it in for out number 2. So nice play by Strawberry to save an extra base hit. 2 away, and we're back at the top of the Tiger order, and Alan Trammell swings. He walked his last time. This one sent far and deep to left center, and this one is gone, and the Detroit Tigers tied up here in the top of the third. It is 1-1. So Trammell answers Strawberry's bottom of the second home run with a home run here in the top of the third. Mets and Tigers tied at 1. And that brings up Kirk Gibson. Gibby, nothing for 1. Fernandez touched up for 1 here. And that was the Tigers' first hit of the inning, or first hit of the game. Fernandez deals to Gibson. Gibson cuts and misses. So pulling the string on Gibson, but 1 run, 1 hit no errors and no one left on. And we go to the bottom of the third inning, and we're knotted at 1 here in Game 2 of this matchup between the 1984 Tigers and the 1986 Mets. Midlife crisis, saying I'd probably like to see a screenshot of your season stats. Sick of seeing a 190 hitter batting cleanup. The 22 home run Joyce experiment was a complete fail, but the CPU keeps starting them. So what we'll do for that World Series, as Tim is here, Clee Baseball Fan 879, is when you're in, or if you have your lineup set the way you want to do it, it's just a 3-game series, I'll set it, so I'll have you put that in Discord. I won't remember if you put it in here. So we'll do that, and certainly, and I'll set the rosters and take the screenshots so that you can see your season stats for everybody. Not a problem at all, midlife crisis. It's going to be a good World Series, Philadelphia and Manchester, to finally close out the Ned McGreevy League, at least in this present iteration. We go into a dead ball, the KCCL 19th Century Dead Ball Tournament, and then we'll be doing maybe later in the year a revised Ned McGreevy League, but with no players from the 1920s. We'll be dumping all the players from the tournament into a draft pool, and we'll go at it again and have some fun later in the year. We have some other things coming up first, including Negro League Baseball and an all-time World Baseball Classic, where players are sorted by their country of birth. So it has really nothing to do with the World Baseball Classic, just calling it that. I'll call it the Global Baseball Extravaganza or something. Not that anybody cares, this little tiny channel. All right, anyhow, shortstop Rafael Santana, batting in the 9th spot, will lead it off here in the bottom of the 3rd for the Metropolitans. And back at the top of the order, Lenny Dykstra and Wally Backman. I have to say I love old baseball, but this feels weird for me doing baseball, 1980s baseball. But we love MV around here, so we're gonna do it. Lance Parrish with a Gold Glove. Also Gold Glove from Alan Trammell and Lou Whitaker for these Detroit Tigers. The 2-0 to Santana. Santana swings, grounded from shortstop to shortstop. And Alan Trammell making the 6-3 put out, making it look routine. 1 up, 1 down. We're back at the top of the order for Lenny Dykstra, the center fielder. Nothing for 1 today. He has yet to get a hit. Milt Wilcox has walked 1. Here is the wind and the delivery. First pitch swinging, grounded to short, and up with it is Lou Whitaker, and Dykstra will be retired. He's now 0 for 6 in the series. 2 away for second baseman Wally Backman. Wally Backman, one of the Mets I always liked. Not a big Mets fan, but I do like Wally Backman. 1 for 6 overall in the series, 0 for 1 today. Wilcox winds and fires the 3-1 to Backman. Backman takes this one inside, ball 4. So 2-out walk by Wilcox, and that's his 2nd of the game. And Backman, pretty good speed at first for Kevin Mitchell. Kevin Mitchell 1 for 6 in the series, nothing for 1 today. Backman, good lead at first as Parrish sets the target. Wilcox with delivery to Mitchell. Mitchell swinging on the first pitch, dumps this one into right center for a base hit. And going for 3rd is Backman, and they got him. So Wally Backman trying to stretch it and just doesn't get it done. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a runner left. And the Tigers and Mets knotted at 1 as we go to the top of the 4th here at Shea Stadium. Shea Stadium, beside being home of the New York Mets, you knew this was coming. The site of the very first stadium concert in rock history by none other than the Beatles. So another one of the many, many things they trailblazed in, and the stage was set up for the Beatles out there at second base. That was in 1964. All right, Chet Lemon will lead it off here, the heart of the Detroit Tiger order coming up. And Chet Lemon, Larry Parrish, and Lou Whitaker. Chet Lemon, nothing for one today. Fernandez with 3 strikeouts, 3-2 pitch. Lemon cuts and misses this ball, though, however, will get past Gary Carter, but Carter able to get up to get the ball back in time. So that is a 2-3 put out. Carter getting to that ball quickly, 1 away. And again, if both managers are there, again, being able to pick your lineups for each game will happen. And Cousin Ken, I have no idea as far as Sliding Billy. I really, really don't. I have looked at everything, and everything is kosher. I'm not sure if it has something to do with usage or what have you. I really, really don't. But that said, Providence finished well and finished first in the again, I haven't checked it yet. The league was done in Diamond Mine by Robbie Wartburg, and there were some seriously anomalous results. Not Robbie's fault, but I need to find out really what went on in that. But not to take anything away from Providence, who won it all in the Diamond Mine version of it, and my guys finished second. And Liverpool should not have finished second, so that's one of the other anomalies, and there's quite a few others. So we shall see what happened, because they're both very, very good engines. Anyhow, Lance Parrish, nothing for 1. Sid Fernandez has fanned 4 and walked 2. The 2-2 pitch now to Lance Parrish. And this one, just on the outside corner, late call by the man in blue. But a nice changeup by Fernandez for strikeout number 5, 2 down here in the top of the 4th. For Lou Whitaker, nothing for 1. And you'd be surprised how different these games are to work. Like when you're calling them, Out of the Park and Action PC, 2 very different beasts when you're doing live streams. So Sweet Lou, 0 for 1 tonight, but having a good series thus far with a home run, 2 runs batted in. Fernandez with a full count to Lou Whitaker. Whitaker will draw the walk. So Fernandez, a little bit inconsistent thus far. So that's his 3rd free pass. Larry Herndon now 1 for 4 overall. He has walked against Fernandez. Here's the 1-2. And a big swing and a miss. So there's a strikeout to retire the side. The Tigers get a walk, and that is all. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. And it's tied at 1. Ken Castro, love to see the teams run through more engines just for kicks. I can definitely do that if you'd like, Cousin. I'll do it. They're going to be a little bit different though, so if you'd like me to do something like that, there is a caveat. The other programs that I'll be using do not have what Action PC Baseball and Diamond Mine Baseball have. That's sort of like thing where you take just a slice of a player's career. So what I can do is set it up in Baseball for Windows. I'll also set it up in Pearson Baseball and in Dombrot Baseball and in Old Time Baseball. But I've got to go through. It's going to take a while to do that. And I've got to do some judgment calls on what I think what would be a player's best season and a pitcher's best season. But I'd be happy. I think it'd be a lot of fun to auto-play those out in the other engines and see what happens. And go from there. And I may even redo it in Diamond Mine as well, once I can open the zip file that Robbie sent me and see what was going on there. So I'd be glad to do it. Okay, Robbie was supposed to have sent that to you. I don't know if he did or not. So if you'd be kind enough to do so, and you can open up that zip and maybe you can look around. Babe Adams led with ERA with a 2.38. That is absolutely way off kilter. That should not have happened. Not with Walter Johnson, Rube Waddell, and Christine Mathewson in that league. Not taking anything away from Babe Adams. Excellent pitcher, but not quite at the level of Walter Johnson and Rube Waddell and Christy Mathewson. or indeed a number of the other pitchers in there, Eddie Plank, Ed Walsh. So those guys were getting ERAs in the high 200s, low threes, or high twos, low threes. There's something really off there. And we'll see why. Because Diamond Mines are an excellent, excellent engine. All right, Darryl Strawberry has a home run in this game. He'll lead it off. Mookie Wilson waits on deck, and then Keith Hernandez. Milt Wilcox is yet to strike out a batter, but he has issued 2 free passes. Lefty Strawberry waits for the delivery from Wilcox. Here is the 2-1 pitch. Strawberry swings, and Shea Stadium will hold this. High fly ball, and converging on it is Herndon and Lemon, but Larry Herndon calls him off and makes the catch. So 1 away here in the bottom of the 4th for Mookie Wilson. Mookie Wilson playing a pivotal part in that 1986 Mets victory over the Boston Red Sox. A great, great World Series, one I wouldn't mind replaying sometime down the road, but it gets done a lot in our community I've seen over the past few years, so probably not one that's going to come up right away. All right, Mookie Wilson, 1 for 1. 1 away, Wilcox with a 2-0 delivery to Wilson, doubled his last time up, and cranks this one high and deep, but not enough. And Chet Lemon and Kirk Gibson going back for this ball, but center fielder Chet Lemon takes command for out number 2. So Wilson gave it a ride, but just a big, loud out. Keith Hernandez walked his last time against Wilcox. Wilcox brings it home. Hernandez swings, base hit center field. So the Mets pick up their 4th run of the game here in the bottom of the 4th, and 2 out. Crowd stirring a little bit now here in Queens as Tim Teufel comes up. 0 for 1 for the DH. Hernandez, conservative leadoff first. Wilcox brings the 0-2 delivery. Teufel cuts and misses on this one. So the Mets strand a runner. Wilcox picks up his first strikeout. We go to the top of the 5th inning, and we're still knotted at 1. Darrell Evans due up for the Tigers. Johnny Grubb and Tom Brookins afterwards. Darrell Evans, 0 for 1 for the first baseman. Quick look at the defense here for the New York Mets, as guys already know it, but left field, Mookie Wilson, center field, Lenny Dykstra, and right field, Darryl Strawberry from first to third, Keith Hernandez at first, Backman at second, Rafael Santana at short, Kevin Mitchell at third, Gary Carter catching, and Sid Fernandez pitching. 2 Gold Gloves in this Mets starting lineup, Carter at catcher and Hernandez at first. Hernandez to deal to Darrell Evans, the 2-2 pitch. The lefty deals. Evans cuts and misses. Strike 3, that fastball outside the zone. But Fernandez picks up K number 7. 1 out for Johnny Grubb. DHing for the Tigers, hoping to get a hit. Nothing so far in 5 attempts in the series. Fernandez with a 2-2 pitch to Grubb. Grubb cuts on this one, popped on the infield, and coming down into the glove of Kevin Mitchell. It's 2 up, 2 down for third baseman Tom Brookins. There's an RBI in the series. Lefty Fernandez deals the 0-1. Brookins come back to the mound. Fernandez has it, and on to Hernandez. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and we're still knotted at 1. Game 1 was also a close game. The Tigers edging the Mets 3-2 for that victory. Gary Carter, Rafael Santana, and Lenny Dykstra due up here. And again, I allowed the AI to pick the lineups for both teams. Oh, and actually, Ken, I think there's a 19th century mod out there for Out of the Park Baseball. And if I can find it, I already have a database that has everything I need, and I could import the Ned McGreevy League, as long as I can get the 19th century players, because I know some people do 19th century in this game. Again, it would have to be a player's best season, but I would be also happy to do it in Out of the Park Baseball, which has a great engine as well. So I can sim it out over 4 or 5 other engines as well. It will be fun to see this actually done in, oh my God, what is it? Pure Sim Baseball. Hoping Sean Sullivan will come out with that new ball game. Rumors are that he is working on it. All right, so Gary Carter, 0 for 1. Milt Wilcox has fanned 1 and walked 2. Here's the 1-0 to Gary Carter. Carter swings, long fly ball to center. This is going to stay in the park. Lemon going back on it and has it at the track. Nice catch by Chet Lemon. So 1 away for shortstop Rafael Santana. 0 for 5 in this series. Wilcox fires it in. Santana cuts on the first pitch. Lazy fly ball to left. And coming in on it and making the catch is Larry Herndon. So 2 away here and back at the top of the order for Lenny Dykstra. 0 for 7. 2 away and the 0-1 to Dykstra. Dykstra cuts on this and he'll dump this one into right field for a base hit. That one getting down in front of Kirk Gibson. 2 away and Dykstra. Fast runner on first for Wally Backman. Backman good to contact hitter. Backman 0 for 1 today. Wilcox lets it go. Backman swinging at the first pitch, line to center. This will get down for a base hit in front of Chet Lemon. And going to third is Lenny Dykstra, and he's safe. So the Mets with runners at the corners threatening with 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th for Kevin Mitchell. Kevin Mitchell 1 for 2 in the day. Speed on the base paths. Dykstra very fast, and Backman, although thrown out, trying to go from first to third. Backman has decent speed. From the stretch, Wilcox, full count, and a swing and a miss. So that's 2 strikeouts for Wilcox. And that takes care of the Mets. They leave 2, and we go to the top of the 6th, and we are still knotted at 1. A little bit of daytime baseball here. As Alan Trammell will lead it off, followed by Kirk Gibson and Chet Lemon for the Detroit Tigers. Trammell, solo shot. That accounts for the only Tiger run, and a solo shot by Strawberry, the only New York Mets run. And there's Steve Tate coming in saying daytime baseball with an exclamation point. Awesome. Welcome in, Steve. We played a game last night using the 1927 and 1929 team from your file, and we played them against the Nuffseds. So that was fun, and we're going to keep doing that periodically and just doing some experimentation. But it was a lot of fun playing with that. MV said they were unbeatable, and last night they lost, but a good team. And for some reason, though, the AI didn't start Turkey Stearns, but I have to look. I think that was a little earlier, maybe, or I have to look at the numbers for Stearns and that. But loving the file. But so it started Walter Canaday as a catcher, and he's rated a 0 as a catcher, and I wasn't sure. I know that he's rated at other positions, but I don't know if there was something that got, or if he just, I'm not sure if it was lacking a catcher or something in the 27 to 29 file. Not complaining, just kind of letting you know the beta test thing, right? But excellent stuff. We had a lot of fun with it last night. MV providing a lot of highlights in the chat on some of the players. Good stuff. All right, Fernandez deals to Alan Trammell. Trammell swinging on the first pitch, and this one, a high fly ball to center, going back on it a few steps, is Lenny Dykstra, and he will make the catch for out number 1. As a throaty cheer goes up around Shea Stadium. Kirk Gibson is 0 for 6 overall. Fernandez deals. Gibby swinging on the first pitch, and this one is high. This one is deep and at the wall. Strawberry has to just look at it going right over the fence. Kirk Gibson sends us 372 feet, and the Tigers take a 2-1 lead thanks to the Alan Trammell shot back in the third and the Kirk Gibson shot here in the sixth. So Tigers looking to take a 2-0 lead going back to Detroit. So one away for center fielder Chet Lemon batting in the third slot. He is 0-for-2. So Fernandez touched up twice here in this game. Sid deals the 2-2 to Lemon. Lemon swings, easy fly, or shallow fly ball to right, I should say. It coming in on it quickly is Darryl Strawberry. So 2 away and a Detroit run in, and it brings up Lance Parrish, the catcher, 0-for-2. Fernandez with a 3-1 to Parrish. Parrish lays off, so Fernandez now hitting the plate, missing the plate, hitting the plate and missing it. So Fernandez now with 7 walks, 4 strikeouts, and touched up for 2 dingers. The only 2 hits by the Tigers in this game 2 have been home runs. Sweet Lou Whitaker now 0-for-1. Homered in the first game. A 2-run shot. Fernandez brings it. Whitaker swings, and this one a little flare into left, coming in quickly and dropping the ball is Mookie Wilson to score that one E7. That could be costly, but 2 down. Larry Herndon at the plate, Lance Parrish at third, Lou Whitaker at second. Will this come back and haunt the Mets? We will see as Fernandez works from the stretch, and the 1-1 to Larry Herndon. Herndon swings, comebacker. Fernandez has it on to Keith Hernandez, and that retires the side. However, the Tigers pick up a run on the Kirk Gibson home run, and we go to the bottom of the 6th, and it's the Tigers 2 and the Mets 1. Steve Tate says, I wouldn't trust any IAs. They haven't been set up as far as running default lineups, in-depth managers, etc. Okay. Good to know that, Steve, so that when we set those up, we'll set lineups for the Negro League file. I didn't know and just let the AI do it, but certainly we will just set lineups as we go along. Thank you. And I'm guessing you probably, I think, have lineups probably set in there already, so I'll check that too. But either way, we'll set them up or use the lineups you've set. If you've set lineups, that's a hell of a lot of work. So, all right, good to know from Steve Tate, who's done an absolutely Herculean effort on this superb Negro League file, up to we're over 400 now, and MV wanting 1,000 players. He is not only our headmaster; he seems to be like Field Marshal Montgomery when it comes to this. Steve says, I do not have teams are there just as placeholders to place the players. No managers or lineups generated. Okay, sounds good. If you don't mind, maybe we'll play around for a little bit of manager tendencies, just to mess around for strategies and stuff like that. Because actually playing that 27-29 team against the Nuffseds, that was a really nice matchup. So I appreciate that additional info, my friend. All right, so here is Darryl Strawberry, 1-for-2. He has New York's only run, homered back in the second. Milt Wilcox has walked 2 and fanned 2. Full count now to Strawberry. Strawberry cuts and misses. Strike 3. So Wilcox bring a little heat, 92 in the gun, and that's 1 away. Mookie Wilson, 1-for-2. The error did not come back to haunt them, and Wilson almost knocked it out of here. Wilcox recording his 3rd K. The 2-1 to Mookie. Wilson swings, and this one a high fly ball to left. Sort of shallow, or I guess medium deep you want to call it, is Larry Herndon. And he'll make the catch for out number 2. The series will move on to Detroit when next we play. And here's Keith Hernandez. He is 1-for-1. Righty Wilcox deals to Keith Hernandez after getting a sign from Lance Parrish, the 0-1 delivery. Hernandez swings, and I mean a solid shot to center, but right down into the glove of Chet Lemon. Nice play on that sinking liner. The Mets go in order, and we go to the 7th. It's 2-1 Tigers. Darrell Evans, Johnny Grubb, and Tom Brookins to bat. As Steve Tate says, enough said. All right. So Darrell Evans, 0-for-2 in the contest here at Shea Stadium. Hernandez winds and fires. Darrell Evans swings on the first pitch, popped high on the infield, and calling for it and making the clean catch is Rafael Santana. So one away here in the Tigers' 7th, and that will bring up Johnny Grubb. 0-for-2 for the Detroit DH. Fernandez winds and brings it. Grubb swinging on the first pitch. Weak grounder to short. Not a problem for Rafael Santana on the 6-3 putout. 2 away here. The third baseman, Tom Brookins, unsuccessful in 2 tries against Sid. Southpaw deals the 3-1 to Brookins. Brookins swinging, and it's going to be Santana once again for the 6-3. So the Tigers go down in order, and we go to the 7th inning stretch, and it's the Tigers 2 and the Mets 1. A little bit of afternoon baseball here on this channel. Assuming RJO Network will be on and I just realized I was muted there, sorry. So, very quickly, I don't know how long I was muted. I think I kind of smacked the mute button on my mic. Anyhow, so just very, very quickly, thank you, Steve, for your updates. I don't know if you heard that bit. So in Don Baruff Baseball, Ken, I should be able to do the McGreevy League there again, creating the players. But once I make those decisions for one of the engines, it will just be the same best season for all the players. So, all right, so Big Clue's going to be making some dinner, be listening here in the bottom of the 7th. Richard Dombrowski, he who has developed Don Baruff Baseball, very kindly sent me a test file. I looked at it a little bit. There's definitely some improvements, so I will be showcasing that game, and I've let him know when I will do that. And I'm hoping to do that possibly Thursday is going to be a good day for baseball, guys, as I work just from 7 in the morning to 11:45 a.m. So maybe doing a little showcase of Don Baruff in the afternoon, and then I want to do a head-to-head comparison of that game and Digital Diamond Baseball, as they're very, very much alike. But that will wait until Digital Diamond releases. And that's about the Sun Times out of the park. So we're going to be busy on this channel, as we always are, with lots of baseball. In fact, it's getting so busy I've held off starting the new channel for another week or two, so I can get some of this baseball cleared out. All right, Tim Tuffle, 0-for-2, will lead it off here in the bottom of the 7th. Steve Tate says, well, what do I know? I don't read. That's true. That is pretty true. Beatles is where test files go to die. No. They don't die a lot. I don't do a lot of beta testing online, but you know, with Steve's permission, now I will be doing that. But as far as Richard, very kindly sending me that. So it's a fun game. I'll actually, when I showcase that game, explain how it works, because it's basically a ramped up version of Sports Illustrated Baseball that was released way back in the day, way back in the day. So only 4 seasons ever released for that game, and now there's like, I think 100 seasons or almost 100 seasons available, pre-made, and you can also create your own. All the seasons are free. It's not, I'll warn you, it's not for everybody though, but it's a good game. But if you're looking for something like this, forget it. All right, but it's a one-man development, and I think Richard's doing a nice job with it. I'll say that now. All right, 3-1 delivery to Tim Tuffle. Tuffle swings, liner to left, and this one is going to get down into the glove of Larry Herndon, just short of the wall. So 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th, and the Mets frustrated. Good close ball game, though. Gary Carter certainly with the power to tie it up with a swing of the bat. 1 away, Carter nothing for 2. Wilcox with a 1-0 delivery to the New York catcher. And Carter swings. This one just grounded to short. Trammell has it, and on to Evans for the 6-3 putout. So 2 up, 2 down, and we will see a pinch hitter making his first appearance in this series is Dave Magadan. So versus righties in 1986, really not a lot of time for him. 15 at bats, 3 runs batted in for Magadan. Wilcox sets and fires. Here's the 1-0. Magadan swings, and a weak grounder to first. And Darrell Evans will take it to the bag himself. Side retired. New York goes quietly, and we go to the top of the 8th. Detroit clinging to a 2-1 lead and looking to be up 2 games going back to Detroit. Alan Trammell will lead it off, and he is the leadoff hitter in this lineup, followed by Kirk Gibson and Chet Lemon. Trammell 1 for 2 with a solo shot. Trammell's home run came back in the 2nd inning, or in the 3rd inning, tying it up 1-1 at that time. Kirk Gibson's home run in the 6th gave the Tigers its current lead of 2-1. Sid Fernandez has fanned 7, walked 4 through 7 innings of work. The 1-1 delivery now to Trammell. Cut on, and this one just a little high fly ball, nothing to write home about, to right field. Darryl Strawberry will pull it down for out number 1. Steve Tate says baseball has to be the most nostalgic sport because no matter if they are right or left-handed batters, they always hit close to home. That's kind of beautiful. It was kind of beautiful, Steve. I like it. Brings a tear to me, I love. Big Clue says he spent 2 hours today listening to Ignatius of Antioch, an audiobook. Can use the ball game. Well, I tell you what, about that church father, just really quickly, I think of all the early church fathers, St. Ignatius of Antioch has done more. And I mean, I'm talking hardcore evangelicals, Pentecostals, whatever. They read St. Ignatius, and all of a sudden, they're starting to look at all these sola scriptura and all the other solas, and reading St. Ignatius and saying, oh boy, were these guys wrong. So, but Ignatius of Antioch, St. Ignatius of Antioch, that's some heavy reading. So yeah, a ball game is a nice break. All right, Kirk Gibson, as we said, with a home run. He's 1 for 3 in the game. Sid Fernandez with a payoff pitch to Kirk Gibson. Gibson checks his swing, and the ump says, no way, you went around, Gibby. He peeled down to 3rd, and indeed he did. His bat went around just enough, so 2 away, and Sid Fernandez picks up strikeout number 8. As Chet Lemon in the box, he is nothing for 3. Fernandez with a full count to Lemon, and Lemon draws the walk. This one in the inside corner and just a bit low. So that's the 5th strikeout for Sid Fernandez. And here we go. What do Roosters have in common with baseball? Asks Steve Tate. Foul balls. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Ouch. So Steve Tate, while we have the Riddler David, or the punter, I should say, David Baseball Demos. We now have the Riddler here. Call out Batman before it's too late. As Big Clue says that St. Ignatius no Tertullian. Tertullian was great, but Tertullian not a saint in either church. But Tertullian was amazing, certainly, and much to be learned, I think, from Tertullian, certainly. But that will be for the other channel, along with all the other crazy craptastic stuff we're going to attempt. All right, so Lemon aboard, and here's Lance Parrish, who's nothing for two. Lemon just average speed at first, 2 away. Fernandez with the 0-2 delivery to Parrish. Parrish swings and could not hold up. And there it is. It's like strikeout, strikeout, walk, walk, strikeout for Sid Fernandez. But keeping the Mets in this game. Tigers get a walk, that's all. We go to the bottom of the 8th. And it's going to be Lenny Dykstra, Wally Backman, and Kevin Mitchell due up for the Metropolitans. Next baseball dad joke, and here it is. Which takes longer to run? First to second base, from second to third base. Second to third base because there is a short stop in the middle. So I don't know about you guys, but my pancreas is absolutely imploding here. Loving it from Steve Tate. I should get him on Discord to do a couple of these co-broadcast here or something. I don't know. Versus the only Saints here for the Apostles of the Northwestern League, says Big Blue Stars baseball. I don't know, man. I'm gonna need the anointing of the sick if Steve keeps this up. I don't know. Going from AC/DC to this, I'm not sure which is worse. Keep it coming, man. All right, 1 for 3 for Nails. Wilcox deals the 1-1 to Dykstra. And Dykstra, a little dribbler to Trammell. Trammell on to Evans to retire Lenny Dykstra. 1 down. And here comes Wally back to Wilcox, pitching a pretty good game. Here it comes. And this one laced to left. This is going to go down for a base hit in front of Larry Herndon. And the Mets picked up a base hit on number 7. Big cheer going up around the Shea Stadium. Should the Mets win this tomorrow in the New York Daily News, that's going to go down as like a screaming line drive. So Backman aboard for Kevin Mitchell. Mitchell 1 for 3. 1 away, 1 on, 2-1 Tiger lead in the bottom of the 8th. Wilcox fires it in, the 1-0 delivery to Mitchell. Struck out his last time up, and this time grounded to second. They're not going to turn the double play, however. So Lou Whitaker tried to get that initiated. The slide breaks it up. Mitchell aboard, thanks to the fielder's choice. 2 away from Darryl Strawberry. Cleanup hitter has a home run. He's 1 for 3. Wilcox delivers the 2-2. Strawberry sends this the opposite way. This one high, this one deep, this one out of here. Darryl Strawberry. 2-run shot, his second home run of the game. Just like that. The Mets jump out in front, 3-2. And that one went 309 feet. So Strawberry going the opposite way. Wowza, wowza, man. Let's have a look at that. And that one just crushed. So all Sid Fernandez needs to do is win the Tigers, and they go to Detroit with this series split. Bear in mind, however, that the only 2 hits by the Tigers have been home runs, and Sid Fernandez has been a little bit unpredictable, so this one not over, but if New York wins it, it will be by the identical score that they lost by in the first game, 3-2. All right, here's Mookie Wilson, 1 for 3, 2 away. Wilcox pitches, count even on Mookie, and this is going to be a little dribbler to first. Darrell Evans onto Wilcox for the 3-1 putout, and Mets go to the ninth with a 3-2 lead. So Detroit holding a 2-1 lead until the Strawberry bomb in the bottom of the eighth. So Strawberry with 2 homers. On to close it out, or attempt to close it out here, will be Jesse Orozco. So Orozco, 0-for-1. He's no wins and 1 loss, I should say. An inning pitched, 2 hits, 1 earned run. And he will face Lou Whitaker, Larry Herndon, and Darrell Evans. Lefty Orozco finishes warm-up pitches, the 0-1 delivery to Lou Whitaker. Here it comes. Whitaker swings, and this one line to center. This is going to get down for a base hit. The tying run scored as Dykstra releases. Of course, some boos going up here at Shea Stadium. So Whitaker aboard for Larry Herndon. Larry Herndon hitting just 167, 1-for-6 overall, 0-for-2 today. Orozco checks Whitaker at first, who will pick his spots. Here's the delivery, and this one gets away from Parrish, or from Carter, I'm sorry, and taking second is Lou Whitaker. So now the Tigers with the runner in scoring position, nobody out. Slider getting away from Gary Carter. Orozco now checks Whitaker at second. Peers in, has the sign from Carter. Whitaker into his lead. The wind in the 1-2 delivery to Larry Herndon. Herndon cuts and misses. Big strikeout there. So Orozco with his first K, 1 away. And Rusty Kuntz now in there to pinch hit. He's 0-for-1 in the series. Orozco winds and deals the 3-1, and Rusty takes inside. 2 on for the Tigers, mounting a threat here in the top of the ninth, down 3-2. And it brings up Johnny Grubb. Grubb 0-for-6, and 0-for-3 today. Whitaker at second, Rusty Kuntz at first, 1 out. Orozco winds and deals. Grubb swinging on the first pitch. Routine fly ball to right. Strawberry has a beat on it and brings it down for out number 2. Can Tom Brookins make something happen here? Try to score Whitaker from second and tie this one up at the top of the ninth. Orozco sets and fires the 1-1 to third baseman Brookins. Brookins swings, routine grounder to Santana and short, on to Keith Hernandez, and the Mets have tied it up. Identical score of 3-2. Let's go to our recap, and then that will be it. So the Mets clip the Tigers 3-2. Behind a bravura effort, somebody getting fancy at Out of the Park Developments. From starter Sid Fernandez. I wouldn't exactly call it bravura, but it's good. The Mets topped the Tigers by a score of 3-2 today and got their first win in this series. Fernandez threw 8 innings of 2-hit ball for the Mets. The win moves New York into a 1-1 tie with the 1984 Tigers. Fernandez went 8 innings, 2 runs on 2 hits, 9 strikeouts, but it was the amount of walks that was kind of shaky. But good game overall, and I'm sure it's going to give Sid Fernandez the MVP honors, and indeed it did. Wilcox went 8 innings. He falls to 0-1 in the series. 8 hits, 3 runs, all earned. He walked 2, struck out 3. And Jesse Orozco gets the save, pitched an inning, 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, and that's it. We'll leave the game, and the series is tied at 1. And we'll go to the Out of the Park main screen so I don't accidentally hit a button and autoplay it. So there it is, March 24th. We are just 10 days away from the release of Out of the Park 24, and we'll feature it on here, hopefully on its release day. But we'll still be playing Out of the Park 23 while waiting for the stadium mod to get moved over. That's it. And there's Legend Sports Universe. He said the very underrated Sid Fernandez. Steve Tate says Satchel Paige of historic acclaim, who threw baseballs as if they were flame, through no fault of his own, but because of skin tone, was denied his true place in the game. How about it? That's a great one. Love it. Love it. So if you guys haven't caught it, if you didn't catch it, Legend Sports Universe, this franchise league and MLB The Show, check it out. Good stuff. That was done last evening when we were accusing Steve Tate of being illiterate, when in fact he was hanging out with Legend Sports Universe. And I have to check because I'm not getting notifications, and I have the bell ticked off and everything for you, Legend Sports Universe. So missed your game last night. The Legends is off is rolling on a project that will last years, and years is a good thing. All right, guys, that does it. I was hoping MV would be in. It's only just after 10 o'clock in the United Kingdom. Didn't make it in. He said 2 more today, another one tonight at 8 o'clock. All right. And as Legend Sports Universe says to Steve, that's the hope. That is a project that will last years. All right, guys. That's pretty much it. So there we go. Thank you to Legend Sports Network or Universe for stopping in. Steve Tate, the new Riddler. MV tired from his own broadcast earlier. Oh, he did one today. Maybe I'll catch one before dinner. Nice. Yeah, and MV is busy on Steve's to-do list. MV has a honey-do list for Steve Tate. He wants no less than 1,000 Negro League players for Steve Tate. So Steve he's getting there. 500 and where are you, Steve? We're at 401. So you're getting there, man. You're getting there. Steve's going to be rocking it out. All right, Steve Tate, Legend Sports Universe. Check out both those channels. Subscribe to Steve Tate, to Legend Sports Universe. And if we ever get Big Clue to do any damn thing, you can subscribe to him as well. But we love Big Clue. Thanks for coming in as he's cooking dinner. Cousin Ken Castro. Midlife Crisis. Sports Time Machine, another excellent channel. Clee Baseball Fan, yet another excellent channel. Subscribe to these guys, good content creators. And to Robbie Wartburg, who lost his wrench for about 30 seconds, but then got it back. All right, guys, we'll see you next time around. In the meantime, see you around the batting cage. Have fun. Take care.